Oh, that banner up on the screen means Melinda May's well, quote unquote officially in the game, and as you can see here, got some shards for the PvP event for Blade to to get my placement, and then here's some folks that hit me. Uh, but as we turn on the character effects, I probably should do all this here before we did anything. Oh, we got Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. So, as everybody knows, Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. taking a look at brand new character Melinda May, or what is brand new characters in general, at least the 4-star tier, and we get to see how they operate and who the various cast of characters we're facing off against. So in this case here, it's going to be Agent Coulson against May, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Coulson does quite a few things. He has both passive and active abilities. If I forget his his passive stuff, forgive me. Yellow costs 12, creates countdown tiles, and then I want to say he gains AP based off of countdown tiles reaching 0, or does that. I keep forgetting what Coulson does, but his passives. His purple switches tiles, can make them charge tiles. Well, the swap tiles become charge tiles that cost 8 in purple, and then blue, he steals AP based on the number of countdown tiles he has on the board. And again, he has different passive abilities, and I'm not going to go through all of them there. But we will look at May though, and go through her abilities real quick. So, Sure Shot, cost 8 in red, choose 4 basic enemy special tiles. This is at level 5. Then it deals target damage, destroys the chosen tiles. Now, the kicker is this: if all the chosen tiles are of the same color, then you deal a little bit more damage instead. And then, of course, the caveat about destroyed tiles don't deal damage or generate AP. But that's per usual with abilities like that there. So again, Sure Shot, you're going to use that there to destroy targeted tiles, like to set up cascades for match 4s and match 5s. Calculated Strike is her blue stun ability. Stuns the target for 1 turn, and then passively, whenever an enemy returns from being stunned, create a countdown tile targeting that character, and then while that tile is on the board, they deal less damage, and their powers deal less damage as well. Whereas at level 5, it's a 3-turn stun, 5-turn countdown tile, and then even less damage. I'd probably have this here at 5. And then finally, shield training, which, that's the, oh my goodness, the PvP stuff. So it's a straight up passive ability. Whenever an ally takes at least 10% of their total health and damage, in this case it'd be 15 at level 3, it said they're granted a burst of health. And then once per turn, if an ally would deal whatever the threshold is in damage and the enemy's total health, that ally gains 3 AP in the strongest color. So I guess from what I understand, if Okoye makes a match and it deals 8% of the enemy's health total, that you would gain AP in black, or if it was the case for Mortal Hulk, you'd gain AP in green, or whatever the case would be. That's how I would understand it to be. Alright, now dealing with Coulson though, wow, okay, well that makes sense that you don't have May stunned at at level 5 because, well, Coulson can't be stunned. Well, what I was going to say for lesser equipped Coulsons, or really to deal with Coulson, the main thing we gotta do is just avoid him gaining purple and gaining yellow. So let's go ahead and use Sure Shot. Let me get rid of all these blacks here so we can do a little bit more damage. And plus, I wanted to see what the animation looks like. Yeah, see, no reason to ever fire that off. I think really for these style fights here, like for a character that has a stun, I think the ability to stun should have been enabled, but whatever. Alright, there goes the burst of health there. Again, do the extra damage with Sure Shot. What? No extra sounds? Okay. Okay, so I think May might be bugged in terms of audio. That's what it sounds like to me. But Phil, why are you calling Melinda now? That's what I want to know. I know she's the cavalry, but geez. Alright, let's get rid of purple since we got all these purple tiles here. Now I think we're gonna get rid of green because we got that green strike tile. And I think, you know what, may actually be a good addition for those. Oh my goodness, and the event is on the tip of my tongue. The Puzzle Gauntlet. That should be a good addition for Puzzle Gauntlet in terms of, you know, targeting tiles and having them destroyed. And here's a double dinosaur from the resupply. As you can see, yeah, today actually marks my 8-year anniversary in Marvel Puzzle Quest, so yay me. And then, you know, face off against May. I mean, I could use May against May, but no stuns. So I'm trying to think here. Oh, let's use Mockingbird. Why not? Since the whole Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. If I can find old Bobby. Again, intentionally let May take those match 5s so they can, you know, steal AP. Okay, yeah, so it wasn't just because it wasn't just my big mouth. No, she just don't have sound effects to her animations at all. No, I know what I'm doing. At least for the most part. Alright. Now we're gonna get through the all the day one portion stuff. Let's see what we got here. Thor God of Thunder. Well, Marvel Now Thor. This version of Thor was the original version of Thor that was first introduced into the game. Red costs 8, creates 3 yellow. Well, converts a basic tile into yellow, and then does target damage. His yellow ability costs 12. It converts basic tiles to green and deals damage to the target. And then finally Call the Storm, which costs 14, deals target damage to the target, and then does additional damage to their allies, or to the enemy's allies. But the damage dealt to them is going to be less than whatever the target is. Again, complicated way of calling it an AoE. Typically the partners that you want with this version here are Thor, 2-star Storm, 2-star Magneto. You know, they'll go great with him. His team affiliation obviously is Heroes, Avengers, and all that jazz. Probably one of the huge mainstays in 2-star land. As I know, we're trying to do, if you remember from these notes here, try and get this done pretty quickly, give you, you know, a brief overview of the characters and all that jazz. Alright, next character, Luke Cage. His yellow ability, and let me backtrack before I give out his abilities. He's actually one of my favorite 3-star characters in the game. So that's a, you know, FYI. So his yellow ability costs 13, deals damage to the target, and will deal more damage if he has additional allies in the fight. Alright, his red ability creates a projectile at the start of the turn. So it's not turn 1, so it'll be like turn 3. And it'll reduce the amount of damage inflicted to Luke Cage, or to Luke Cage's allies. And it also reduces the damage from powers as well. Really solid ability. Again, if you put it at 5, especially when you go into PvP, it'll save you a ton in health packs. And then finally, his black ability, it technically costs 12, but it's 6 to start up the ability, and then another 6 to get the additional benefits. So for 6 black, you can pop the target for a small amount of damage, and then for another 6 is that you can pop the damage with the jab cross portion of the jab cross, and stun the target for 1 turn, and then do a hefty amount of damage. Typically you want to pair Luke Cage up with the Iron Fist, because, well, Iron Fist can power up Luke Cage's black, and, you know, natural synergy for the heroes for hire. Luke Cage's affiliations are Heroes. I want to say Team Iron Man for some reason, but I highly doubt that there. but I know he's Avengers because this Luke Cage is based off of his time as the leader of the mighty Avengers. Well, all Luke Cages should be, you know, having that Avengers tag. So I think I'm gonna double check and see. I'm not actually going to replay the mission. Just want to look. Just want to look and see what his team affiliations were. Team Cap. So Avengers Heroes, Defenders, and Team Cap. All right. Like I should have known from Civil War. Dumb. Toughen Up. Black Widow Infinity War, who she's gonna be a part of the Crash of the Titans pretty soon. Her abilities, her black ability stuns a target for at least 3 turns for 8 black. Her purple ability, Enfilade, it costs 9 if I'm not mistaken. I know her yellow is 7. Okay, Defilade costs 7. It creates some number of invisibility tiles on the board, and while she's invisible, she can't be targeted by targeted effects, but she can be affected by team damage. And then once for another 10, she can remove those invisibility tiles, and then she destroys some number of enemy special tiles on the board. And also too, I forgot to mention with her black ability also steals AP from an enemy while they're stunned. And then finally, Burst Pass costs 10. You select a targeted hero. She heals them burstly for however long the counter tile lasts. And then also too, while the counter tile is on the board, it reduces the AP of all of her allies' moves by whatever the AP requirements is, or I should say whatever the threshold is. The way I have it at level 5, I think it's 3 AP. So I gotta think here, characters who can stun. So I want to show off Melinda May, who has a cheap stun that's not Polaris. Oh, Iceman. Well, actually, I want to feed into blue, so we'll go with Iceman. Forget it. Don't want to take too long in this video here. I don't know if we're gonna get the blue AP to get this active or done, but we shall see. All we need is all we need is 5 in blue, so alright, so let's see here. We use calculated strength. Oh man. So look here, I got Rage Against the Machine on the mind with Sure Shot. Sure Shot enough to make the body drop. Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. Now I just want to see what the countdown tile does. Calculated strength. Okay, so less damage, less match, cool. Again, yeah, I know I could have ended it the turn before, but again, I just wanted to see how the countdown tile pops up, that's all. And then finally, test the skill. Ooh, we actually we actually get to use the new Gamora. Well, I get to use the new Gamora. So, I think did we talk about her on cam before? If not, we'll do a little brief overview. Her red, I think it costs 7. Like it's 777. Like all of her abilities are relatively cheap. 9, my bad. 9 deals damage to the enemy team, and then deals additional damage to the target, depending upon how many enemies we've taken out in the match or the mission, however they got it listed. Alright, Relentless Assassin, I know this one here costs 7. It creates a 3-turn countdown time. It costs 6. Oh jeez. It deals damage to the target, and then each time we make matches or deal powers or whatever the case may be, they'll get additional ticks on the countdown tile, and then when the countdown tile is at 10 or above, she'll remove the countdown tile and then deal additional damage to the target. Very rarely we're ever going to get the passive portion of this here to fire off, but you know, again, free damage. And then finally Pulse Disruption, which I know for a fact it does cost 7. Is that it does damage to the target. It creates a 2-turn repeater tile that flat out says, yeah, all the damage that we're going to do can't be negated. So no Scarlet Witch, no Colossus shenanigans. And then when a repeater tile reaches 0, it will stun a random enemy for 1 turn. Team told you cost 7. Her team affiliation obviously are heroes, Guardians of the Galaxy, and people that I have paired Gamora up with. I paired her up with the 5-star Scarlet Witch and what is her name? The new Electro. Well, not really new Electro, but the Francine Fry Electro, and I used those 3 ladies there to take out Immortal Hulk, Okoye, and Scarlet Witch teams. Like that's just all for rip. Here again, pair with Rocket, pair with Thanos, go through easy nodes, chew through them very quickly. Here we'll be able to we'll probably be able to get most if not all of May's abilities to trigger off. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Well, that's from the countdown tile from Rocket and Groot. Oh no, you took out my strike tile. Whatever will I do? And that can be useful. Those protect, you know, those tiles like that. Alright, well at least that's in a spot that can be not necessarily easily matched away, at least. Ah, group. That. One time I wanted Baby Groot to not inflict damage to the enemy team, it would be then. Now they're gonna be dealt stuns. And it's just a little small showcase looking more. I'll definitely in the next video, because it's gonna be a lot faster than that. There, I'll probably use like Star-Lord or something like that there. But before we do go, let's take a look at the Melinda May and Friends store. Obviously, you get these tokens here from Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. and of course her PvP event, which is going on right now. As per usual with the and Friends stores or and Foes stores, you get your legendary token, at least 3 basic support tokens, the featured character token there, then another featured character, the featured 4-star here, a random 4-star there, you know, some number of 3 stars, heroics, oh my goodness, mighty tokens, 3 stars, 2 stars, ISO 8, all that jazz. So again, no need to really hold on or hoard these tokens here. Open them up as soon as you get them. Get something good. So we got Thor, and that's definitely gonna end this video here unless I had some Heart of Darkness tokens, which I don't. Alright, so like I said, that's gonna end this video here. I'm gonna do some stuff off cam. And hopefully the next 2 videos, they won't be longer than 30 minutes, or it won't be longer than 20 minutes. So again, be excellent to your fellow human beings, and I'll catch you all in the next one.